Most people have heard of Miranda Rights, usually in the context of watching their favorite cop show, and as the police are arresting someone, and right before they put them in the car, they read them those familiar rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to have an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you, and the right to stop questioning at any time. But unfortunately, most people don't understand how those rights work. I'm attorney Mike Contant. A question I get asked by clients all the time is, I got arrested and the police didn't read me my rights. Does my case have to be dismissed? And unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that. So I made this short video to discuss exactly when the police have to read you those Miranda rights and what happens when they don't. There are two things that are required before the police ever have to read you those rights. First, you have to be in custody. Now that it does mean arrest when they actually put the bracelets on you, put you in the back of the police car, and bring you to the station. That is one form of custody, but it's not the only form of custody. Custody under the law is considered when the reasonable person would not feel free to leave the situation without answering the officer's questions. Now, obviously, it's going to depend on the facts and circumstances of each case, but some obvious examples would be when the police stop to talk to you and start asking you questions, and you say, I'm going to walk away, I'm just going to leave, and they physically restrain you. That's considered custody, even if they don't ultimately arrest you. Or if the police are intimidating you, getting in your face in such a way that the normal, reasonable person would not feel free to leave that situation without answering the police's questions. And the second requirement is the police actually have to be questioning you. So they actually have to ask you questions. Where were you? What were you doing? Were you involved in this crime? Or they have to be doing what they call the functional equivalent of questioning, where their words or actions are designed like a question to get you to say something to incriminate yourself. Those are the two requirements. If either one is missing, the police aren't required to read you Miranda rights. Now, what happens when you actually are in custody, and the police are questioning you about a particular crime, and they don't read you Miranda rights? Now, the case doesn't automatically get dismissed. What happens is, if you did make a statement, a confession, under those circumstances, you're in custody and being questioned, and the police never read you Miranda rights, the court will suppress that confession or statement, meaning that it can't be used in the prosecution against you. So if you said, hey, yeah, I did punch Billy in the face, they won't be able to use that statement when this case goes to court. Essentially, it's almost like you never made this statement because the police didn't follow the rules. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I'd be happy to speak with you about it.